Hi, this is Drew Loker, and today I'm going to show you how to make a poster in Photoshop. On the screen right now, I'm showing you how a poster will end up looking. You're going to have a picture, a frame, a large title, a quote, and a caption credit line. The first step is to create a new document. Go ahead and title it WB and go ahead and put the period number. I'll pick period 5. Call it poster 1. You can abbreviate P1 will work. By your name. Please don't put your name in all caps like I just did, and don't put a period. The first decision you need to make is whether you want to do a horizontal or vertical. It is currently set up for horizontal. Notice the 11 inches by 8.5 inches. If you'd like to do a vertical based on your picture, swap those two numbers around. We've changed the resolution to 200. You can also, on a quick step, change to US paper, which will put some of the defaults in places. Just make sure to change the resolution to 200. Everything looks good. We see the 10.7 megabytes or image size. We'll go ahead and click OK. Now we've got our new document. Alright, the first step and easiest step is go ahead and get the text into place. We're going to click the text tool. You can also type the letter T on the keyboard to switch quickly and easily to the text tool. Then click approximately in the center of the page. It's not necessary to draw out a box like in some programs. You can change the size of the box later. You can draw the box, but it's not necessary. So I'm going to go ahead and type in a big large word. I'm going to go ahead and hold down my shift key to make these letters and only these letters all caps. I'm going to use the control enter key to accept. I can also take my mouse and reach up and click the check mark. Either one will accomplish the same thing. So I'm going to hit Control Enter to accept. Okay, so after you've hit the Control Enter to accept, we can click on the Move tool. That's a letter V. As long as we're not in the middle of entering text, you can use the keyboard hotkeys like the letter V, or you can take your mouse and click on the Move tool. Try to learn the keyboard shortcuts as quickly as you can. You'll be able to move around in Photoshop much quicker. We're going to go ahead and click on the Move tool, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Show Transform Controls and Auto Select. And that allows us to be able to see the sides of the box and transform the sides of the box. So I'm going to stretch my large title of the poster and then hit the Enter key to accept. This time I don't have to do the Control Enter because I'm not in the middle of text entering. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and type in my large quote, and I'll hit pause. Okay, we've typed in the long quote, and as you see, the text goes a little on the long side, and if we stretch it out to make it bigger, it ends up to become unmanageable. So one of the things you might need to do, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Enter key to accept, is to click back on the text tool and place an Enter or hard return, that's above the Shift, and it's also known as the Enter key. And we'll place a hard return right in the middle of the quote. And that's going to force the text to go to 2 lines. Then I can highlight the text, click on the centering tool, click on the check mark, click on the Move tool, and I can move that into position. And now I can go back to conforming the text and the size of the text box, how I want it to appear underneath the image, or underneath the main title. And I'll go ahead and hit the Enter key to accept. Now the next step is to bring in a picture. I've already opened up the public server. That's Windows key R, and type in whack whack. That's a backslash WB photo /public /. Go ahead and click OK and authenticate with photo1 as the username and password as the password. Please remember to click on Remember Credentials. Then I've navigated to Loker's Photos, Edits on Public, underneath the picture folder, and I've already clicked on a picture that I want to use. I'm going to click on that picture, hold, and drag and drop it to the menu area. Don't drag it and drop it on the poster. I'll explain why in just a second. Drop it, and we'll hit pause for just a second. Alright, so I'm going to float the window. That means I'm going to pull it down so it's own individual window. And then I'm going to drag the background layer and drop it right onto the poster area. At that point I can go ahead and close the picture, and we'll continue this in part 2.